Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm seriously so happy you're here right now because we've got some major news to unpack together. And yeah, it's been a roller coaster of emotions in the K-pop world. Today, we're talking about something that's got everyone feeling all sorts of ways. Red Velvet's Wendy and Yeri have officially left SM Entertainment. I know, big news, right? But before we dive in, just a quick note. This is going to be a chill, respectful convo. There's a lot of emotion wrapped up in this, so let's sit down, take a breath, and chat like friends catching up on the latest K-pop tea. So here's the deal. On April 4th, SM Entertainment dropped an official statement on Red Velvet's social media. In it, they confirmed that Wendy and Yeri's exclusive contracts have ended. But before anyone panics, don't worry, they're still going to be active as members of Red Velvet. Yup, they've left the company, not the group. Let me read you what the statement basically said. Hi, this is SM Entertainment. We'd like to let you know that Wendy and Yeri's exclusive contracts with us have come to an end. Since debuting with Red Velvet, they've both promoted actively, not just with the group, but also as solo artists in their own unique ways. We're grateful for all the memories we've made together, and we sincerely support Wendy and Yeri as they step into the next chapters of their careers. Even though their contracts have ended, they'll still be part of Red Velvet's group activities. Please keep supporting the group and looking forward to what's next. And thank you so much for all the love you've shown to Wendy and Yeri. Please keep cheering them on as they take on new challenges. Okay, woo. So yeah, that's the official word from SM, and as you can imagine, it immediately got fans and media talking. A lot of people were surprised, SM has been Red Velvet's home base ever since they debuted, and they've grown into one of the biggest, most iconic girl groups in K-pop. And honestly, Wendy and Yeri have always had their own special shine. Wendy with those insane vocals that give you chills, and Yeri with her fun energy and magnetic vibe. Now let's rewind just a bit. The whole contract renewal thing for Red Velvet has been slowly playing out over time. Solji renewed back in August 2023, Irene in February 2024, and Joy in January 2025. But Wendy and Yeri, they decided not to renew, and instead move forward with their solo paths outside of SM. It wasn't a sudden move. It came after a lot of discussion and thought. And again, this doesn't mean they're done with Red Velvet. Not at all. They're still in the group, just under different arrangements for their solo work. Naturally, fans are feeling all kinds of things right now. For some, Wendy's departure from SM especially hit hard. She's been such a big part of the group's identity. Others are more optimistic, hoping this change gives Wendy and Yeri room to grow and explore their individual colors even more. I mean, can you imagine Wendy doing musicals or trying out new solo genres? Or Yeri diving deeper into acting or hosting gigs? The possibilities are kind of endless, and that's exciting. And speaking of Red Velvet as a whole, this group has always been something special. From day one, they've stood out with their dual concept, those sweet, fun Red songs, and their deeper, more emotional Velvet tracks. Hits like Red Flavor, Russian Roulette, and Zimzalabim weren't just bops. They literally helped define an era in K-pop. Each comeback was different, and that creativity is what's made them so iconic. Wendy and Yeri stepping into a new chapter doesn't erase any of that. It just adds a new layer to the group's story. Also, let's not forget that growth and change are part of the artist's journey. Over time, it's only natural for idols to want more freedom, to try new things, to chase projects that maybe don't quite fit within the label's boundaries. For Wendy and Yeri, this could be a move toward more creative freedom. And since they're still doing group stuff with Red Velvet, we get the best of both worlds, individual growth and group synergy. That's pretty ideal if you ask me. Anyway, let's talk reactions. The minute this announcement dropped on April 4th, 2025, fans jumped onto social media to share their thoughts. Some people were totally stunned. Comments like, "Wendy is leaving too? What a surprise," and "I really love their music, so this is a pity," were everywhere. But there were also hopeful messages like, "I listened to your songs well. I hope the other three will continue to promote even if it's not all five." It's a weird mix of sadness, nostalgia, and cautious optimism. But again, and I really want to stress this, it's not the end of Red Velvet. SM made it clear that Wendy and Yeri are still going to be a part of group activities. So we can still look forward to performances, music, comebacks, all that good stuff. This just means there's more happening behind the scenes. It's like the start of a new season in a show you've been watching forever. You're nervous, but also curious to see what's next. And honestly, this kind of shift is becoming more and more common in the K-pop world. Groups are learning how to adapt. Some members renew, others don't, but they keep working together. It doesn't have to mean the end. Sometimes it actually helps. Fresh energy, new inspiration, different collaborations. We've seen it with other groups, and maybe this will be a chance for Red Velvet to explore new ideas while still staying true to who they are. On an emotional level, though, yeah, it's tough. Leaving a company you've been with for years is a big emotional step. It's looking back at everything you've done, all the ups and downs, and deciding to take that leap into the unknown. That kind of decision takes courage, and in SM's message, you could really feel the gratitude and mutual respect. That's important. It shows this wasn't some dramatic split, it was thoughtful, mature, like parting on good terms. For us fans, though, it's definitely a shift. We've watched Red Velvet grow and evolve, and every member has had their moment to shine. Seeing changes like this is kind of like flipping the page in a really good book. You don't want to say goodbye to the chapter you love, but you do want to know what happens next. It's bittersweet, but it's also a reminder that these artists are growing right alongside us. Let's also take a second to just appreciate everything Red Velvet's achieved so far. Their discography? Legendary. Their impact? Massive. They've won awards, broken records, and left their mark not just in Korea but globally. Each member brings something totally different to the group, and that unique blend is what makes them so unforgettable. Wendy's vocals alone? Next level. And Yeri's personality? She's such a scene stealer in everything she does. They've both contributed so much, and that won't stop just because the paperwork changed. Looking ahead, the possibilities for Wendy and Yeri's solo journeys are pretty exciting. Without the constraints of an exclusive contract, they can try new things, team up with new people, explore different genres, maybe even branch out into acting, writing, fashion. Who knows? That kind of flexibility could be amazing for them. And for us, we get to follow along and support their growth from the front row. Of course, with all change comes a little worry. Some fans are wondering if this will affect Red Velvet's dynamic or identity in the long run. Others are just feeling emotional, thinking back to the early days and all the memories they've made through the group's music. And that's totally valid. This is a big moment, and it hits everyone differently. Whether you're feeling sad, hopeful, or both, you're not alone. But there's also a strong sense of hope running through all of this. Fans genuinely believe in Red Velvet's future, and they're ready to support Wendy and Yeri in whatever they do next. The group isn't breaking up. It's just shifting into a new phase. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes change leads to growth, to new inspiration, to even better music and performances. And this whole situation, it's part of a bigger trend in K-pop right now. More and more artists are taking control of their careers, finding ways to keep group activities going while also carving out space for solo growth. It's about balance, about making space for both the group and the individual. And when that's done right, everyone wins, especially us fans. All right, before we wrap up today's video, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this big change for Red Velvet? How are you feeling about Wendy and Yeri parting ways with SM, but staying with the group? And what are your hopes for their solo careers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely love hearing from you and chatting about this stuff together. Thanks a ton for watching and hanging out with me today. I know change like this can be a lot, but it's also a reminder that these artists are human. They grow, they evolve, and they take risks. And we're lucky we get to cheer them on through every chapter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it interesting. Your support helps me keep bringing you more deep dives and K-pop convos. And again, let me know what you think. I'll be reading through the comments and replying. So let's keep this conversation going. Take care of yourselves, and let's keep supporting our faves, no matter where their paths lead. I'll catch you in the next video.